Casino Royale. Thank you very much for joining us on our 6th anniversary. The game has just closed. Have you all checked? No?
After the awards, you can check them in.
Okay, if you haven't, the game is over. Sorry, I had to check with the legal department. Officially, it is the legal department.
My own department.
Yes.
What department am I?
This department is the CIA.
CIA.
Yes, she does the personality analysis. So they find you if you're a criminal or not.
David, are you wearing your weapon?
Yeah, I don't know. Harry is such a good and a bad with
Yeah. So we are extremely happy to share this moment and this milestone with you guys who are our family. People came from all over, from the United States, from New York, people came. And Montreal people came. Jules and Melody, but thanks for having their representatives over here. Welcome back to Toronto. Just like we have from Ann Arbor, Michigan, who's representing here.
Yeah.
We don't see you over there, so you probably should come closer to us so we can have eye contact.
Come on, Chris.
No pressure. We have all the way from Edmonton, Tim and Sasha.
Yeah.
We have from a city called Guelph. Guelph, Ontario, formerly from Ottawa, Korea. And the rest of you, I guess, are from Toronto. Or newly moved to Toronto.
Yeah.
New immigrants to Canada. Okay, so let's get started. It's Casino Royale. Thanks for rocking the theme. Those of you guys got dressed up. I want us to start sharing this moment with you to say, today we did a personality workshop with Kaylin. I think we exposed ourselves to people who were at the workshop by opening up, and you guys opened up, and we bonded, and it was amazing. So thank you. But we want to hear about some of the people who are very close to us, what memory they had in the past few years. We've been doing this for 6 years. Some of them have shared a lot of that with us. So I'd like to have Alex Chang, our dear friend, MC Alex, to come on to the red carpet.
I need a drink, wait.
And we will move to the side. We'd like you to share with us a moment about the dZouk or any memory that you have with us. So, give it up for MC Alex!
I came here with a promise that I didn't need to speak in front of everybody.
You're not MC.
I'm not MC. Okay, that's good. What can I say? I met Darius half naked 4 years ago. I was performing, and then Darius was doing part of the competition. Yeah, he was watching me. It's like, is this guy a dZouk dancer who's going to be competing against Laura? And I was like, yeah, I can. Yeah, that's my. I was poured in, so I didn't even have shoes. I just had a pants. That was good. So that was the first time I met the dZouk Productions, and it was just watching them in leather, 2 girls dancing with each other. And I know how I'm saying it. It's a little bit it sounded a little bit frisky back then, but it still is in some sorts. No, but it's just so beautiful seeing everybody with dZouk Productions, because every year I've seen them grow, and it gives me so much warmth knowing that you guys are building it up. Like, nobody has ever did this huge circuit dZouk before, and being part of the Canada dZouk Congress has been blowing up. That video has been shown worldwide, and I wish I could do Travis, be in the air or doing a little hula hoops, but I can't do it. Yeah, you're signing me up just for being a clown, and then pretty much when I saw a vision as well. You're bringing such a community of charity and donations and building up census that we haven't had that before. So it wasn't just about music, it wasn't just about dancing. He keeps building it up more and more to other avenues that it was just amazing. So I respect them so much, I respect the team so much, and they keep growing. And just having a personality test today, I didn't know that I was such a jerk until now. But Caitlin has really brought it up out of me. No, but it really showed that it's really fun to be a leader, and why I'm a leader, and why I just enjoy incorporating everybody together. And it's because being brought in a Hispanic Asian family, that if you don't speak loud, you're not going to be heard. If you don't eat fast, you're not going to be pleased. And just being part of this family has brought me that I can be myself and bringing more love to dZouk. And it was just a great avenue to that. So thank you very much. And that's my part.
Alex competed on the stage. First day we met him against these two girls, and he was ranked third. They were the second.
Not sexy enough.
And timing was off, but
Igor was first.
Oh yeah, it was.
speaking of some of the things that we've done, in the past 6 years, traveling, shows and whatnot. I posted something on Facebook, so if you guys, I don't know this one, I want the other one. The other yeah, talk about game number one. So, I think the highlight of what we have done, in my opinion, has been Vision Dance Encounter, and the impact that we've had with the blind community and people with vision loss. It was such a rewarding experience for us that I just cannot articulate that enough. When I would always go on stage talk about it, I get very emotional about this. But it started with us auditioning, and George, who's here right now, and I want him to come up and you'll see him. He was only 18 years old. He was trying to basically become an aspiring Paralympian and run for Canada, which he did in Paralympics game in Toronto, and he competed for Canada. And I'm very proud of him. And they had no clue, they had never danced before, they'd never done anything as this active, and we had a partner. So Laura and I had the opportunity to work with them, put them in the show. Some of you guys might not have seen the show, but we took it beyond that. We created this program for the visually impaired. And I challenged them that you compete to run in the Olympics, why don't you compete in dance? So we took them to the World Latin Dance Cup, and they competed in the Limitless division, which is people who have some level of disability. We had people from all over the world. From Brazil, we had a couple that were actually with their teacher performing and competing. They were the first couple in the world that were both visually impaired, and they came back with a gold medal. And I'm like tonight to have George come here because when we were coming back from Miami, the trophies that he was given was so big that it was so big he couldn't carry it. I brought it in my bag, and since then we never met that I can actually give this to him. So now I have the trophy of the World Latin Dance Cup, first place Limitless Open 2015. And you guys are so lucky witnessing him receiving this at this moment of our history. And I'm very proud of you, George. Can I get a hug for this? And George, do you want to say anything?
Where's Rami? Where's Rami?
First of all, she's not here. I have a lot to say about Darius and Laura and everybody who's helped us come this far. They're just not our dance instructor, they're a family. Take care of us, teach us to, push beyond our limits. And without them too, I don't know if we would have came this far. Yeah, like Darius said, I met him him and Laura when I was 18 years old. I'm 22, so I've known them for 4 years. And ever since then, it's just been a journey. Doing the vision dancing center and everything else. I never thought that I would be able to dance. When actually I received the email from the dance, from CNIP saying, oh, there's a dance edition, anybody come out and try it? I was like, what the hell, who wants to do dance? What kind of dance is this? I never danced before. I never thought that I would be able to dance. And I went to the audition and I got dragged by Ramya, who was my partner, to try it out. And I went with not an open mind. I was like, yeah, whatever. But after the first day, teaching us the basic steps and everything else, I thought, I don't know. I don't know if I want to continue with dZouk. I was like, whatever. I made so much excuses just to drop it, not to come to the rehearsals and stuff like that. But after a while, it kind of got fun. It was just great. It was just great. Like, I like dZouk. And Darius just make it fun. He, like, despite our disability, he always finds a way to accommodate us and make us dance. One thing I've always taken from him is he said, vision is not like a validation. I heard him say that before, and that really stuck to me. So, I mean, if vision is a validation, I took it in. Like, if vision is a validation, then most of our life is real, pretty much. From that song from Adele, I don't need vision to dance. There are so many things that he's taught us that we don't need it, vision to be able to do. Doing cartwheels and coming back, finding each other, all of that. He found a way to do all of that. So it's amazing what him and Laura have, choreographed for us. And like I said, I have so much to say, but I'll cut it short. Thanks, Jerry. Thank you very much.
George also DJs dZouk. For some of you guys who don't know, we got into DJ dZouk, and he also helped us teach dZouk to other blind kids that we went to the school for the blind. And he got really into it, and it's amazing. And tonight, he brought one of his buddies, Danny, who's sitting over here. And Danny is a music producer, visually impaired as well, and he's heard dZouk. And he came tonight with George to witness a dZouk party and hear the dZouk music, and perhaps one day produce dZouk music for us. So give it up for him. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next victim, which is going to be Igor. Igor, get up here, Igor.
Hey, what I got?
What do you have to tell us about dZouk?
Okay, so I have many memories knowing these guys for a few years now, but the one thing I really wanted to talk about, and it's kind of life lesson that I've learned before, and I got to experience with Darius and Laura and Kaylin when I first met them, which was at the competition.
Oh, he was competing that night too, but with another part.
So it just so happens that I was there competing, and when I first met them, and then I saw, this guy, he has two of his students, two people in his team competing against me. I don't like that. But you just get that feel of, okay, we are on opposite sides of the ring right now. So we are going head to head against each other. And because of that, I do not want to just take it easy. I want to give my best. I want to make sure that whether I win or lose the competition, I tried my best in what I'm doing here, what I'm here for. And the lesson that I learned, that I got to experience with that, is that we met each other on the opposite side of the ring. But that does not mean we're enemies. It makes us rivals for that one tiny moment. But that is what, that's what you need in life. Because to achieve greatness, you have to have challenges in your life. If you do not have it, then you're not gonna get to the best that you can be in whatever you're trying to do. And because of that, I tried my best, and I was lucky enough to have won that competition.
He won the competition. Give it up for him.
So what you're saying is you beat up a naked Asian guy?
Yes.
Oh.
And I was lucky enough to win the competition, but up until the moment where they announced me as a winner, I was shaking my legs, being afraid, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to this one, because they were amazing. I loved the performance. It was beautiful. So the thing about that is that even though you have, in moments in your life, you have a rival, you're trying to achieve something, and you have someone that is also looking for that, and you kind of have to go against that person. That does not make you an enemy. That just makes a person that is gonna make sure that you're trying your best to achieve whatever you want. And even though we were rivals for that tiny moment, I'm really glad to call Darius, Laura, and Kaylin my friends nowadays.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right, Julian. He won half-naked Asian Peruvian / two girls. We're off tonight.
In leather. Don't forget the leather.
Let's not distract. The videos are there. The videos are there.
You don't need to see the video.
Okay. Well, let your team over there. Then we'll so we have started a recognition award 2 years ago when we started the first one. And in that year, we recognized people who had an impact in the dZouk community. Because we thought if we don't recognize who's doing good to us, no one is going to come and step up and recognize the hard work. So we started from the days that dZouk started in Toronto, the days that the first community was built on the first Facebook page by Valentin, who's over here, the first dZouk social that was created by Anton, the first Brazilian dZouk teacher who started teaching at the YMCA, that was Renata, and not that Renata Pesania, but another Renata in our city, and the first social and the first dance school that brought people, promoted, the first event that promoted Brazilian dZouk in Canada was the Bachata festival that Stephanie had, and we recognized her. This was the first time dZouk was seen on stage. And the first event that was in the North America done as a dZouk exchange by Mazuka and Julian. So we recognize the first people who did the first bonding event. And last year, we didn't have a bonding, but we had vision dance encounter. We recognized the impact that Renata Fesenia had for creating the beautiful dance that we love, as well as the bridge that Kadu and Larissa have done for our dance and bring it to West Coast Swing. And then Jordan and Tatiana, who have also adopted dZouk into West Coast Swing and crossover. And in our own community, Arthur, who actually built the bridge between West Coast Swing and dZouk. And David Matsumoto, who's also in this room somewhere, for being who he is and being as helpful, as kind as he is for what he has done for our community in Toronto. These were the recipients of awards. And I think I missed Davey for the help he did with Vision Dance Encounter. He was also recognized the first year. We could not have done Vision Dance Encounter without his help. This year, we looked at people who really made an impact in the dZouk community, and we'd like to recognize them tonight. We have two individuals in our city that are really, really working hard, and people may not know who they are, but they are really making an impact in how we are growing dZouk, and we are supporting dZouk, and you guys who come in town are also being supported. So I would like Laura to talk about these individuals and call them out and hand the award.
So they're a little bit of a tag team, and no matter what it is, who's visiting, what's going on, they're always the first people to open their homes, their effort, everything to make it really just a welcoming experience. So I'd like to bring up Alice and Clint.
How many of you guys are staying at his place now? Yeah! How many of you guys have stayed at their place before? Every time we have an event in Toronto, their home is open, their home is your home. And without the support that these guys are doing, and she's a lot of it behind the scenes, she's the most quiet one. But I think this team really needed that recognition. Thank you very much, guys.
4 years ago, when I was dancing salsa with Alice, and one day she just suddenly quit salsa, and then next week was she came to me. It's like, oh, I found this new dance. You have to dance dZouk with me. I was like, what's this dZouk thing? I went to a few social events. I was like, wow, this is really cool, but I don't have time for this right now. Silly me. About like a year, well, last year when I finally gave in to Alice, went to Montreal for their beautiful dZouk. And after I saw that, I was like, wow, I really should have started like 3 years ago. And after that, just being a wild ride. So I want to just give that thanks to Alice.
dZouk has such a sense of community, and I'm so happy to be part of it, and so happy that you guys have been promoting dZouk all over and as well. It's growing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, the next award is something quite special because we thought this year we should recognize the impact that people are having on dZouk on a more broader scale. That not only is to the Toronto scene, but in the North American scene. There's one individual that came to our mind that has done a major impact in promoting dZouk.
I'm sure most of you already have an idea of who this is. They're amazing. They're everywhere. It doesn't matter, as an event organizer, I can tell you, it doesn't matter what you need help with, it doesn't matter when you need help with it, and sometimes you don't even know there's a problem because it's already been taken care of, and then you find out later, oh, by the way, this thing happened, but don't worry about it. It's done already. So with that, I'd like to welcome up Alex Chang.
Deja vu. Now I'm holding something.
We're bribing you.
You are. Okay.
Please be nice to us.
Yeah. I just love this community so much that I don't know where my life would be without it. I live and breathe pretty much. I have a full-time job, but they don't know I do 85% Zouk during that time. And I've been traveling so much, organizing so much, and it's because there's so much love that Dzouk can bring to each community and each person's heart, and I feel that you just, for it to happen, just take charge. If you don't like what's going on, take charge. Just do whatever you need to do to share and show compassion to the love of Dzouk, and I think it's gonna come back 100 times back. And I think for recognizing my work, it means a lot to me, guys, and it just means a lot.
You mean a lot to the Dzouk.
Yeah, let's go!
There's someone else we'd like to recognize. That individual is not here tonight, but this is on video, and it will be, you will see this, and we will send this to him. But he has had a far greater impact in promoting our dance in the past 2 years. Or would you like to please?
I'm sure that you've noticed that recently there is a massive, massive online presence of Dzouk videos, especially social dance videos that are normally never captured, that aren't just people who are like doing demos or shows, but people who are actually dancing. And that is all because of one man, who is Neil Bakshi. So those of you who aren't familiar with who he actually is are probably familiar with that. And he travels around the world all the time. We really wanted to give him a big thank you for all the work that he does.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Neil. I'll take this and give it to him in the next event. So we're going to start with second to last. In Canada, there are others who are working hard back at home to promote Dzouk and work hard to build communities, to keep the communities alive, and to keep our dance growing. And the next award goes to...
This person isn't here with us tonight, but what I would like to present is this award for Melody Gabrielle for her... all of the work that she does in Montreal promoting this dance. So because Melody is not here, we'd like to invite Samir up to receive the award on her behalf and bring it back to her.
Some of you don't know, but Samir works as hard as Melody in their community in order to make sure Dzouk is alive. He DJs, he helps teach, he helps organize the event. He bought food for us, put it in our fridge so we eat. He homes artists. He is also an amazing, amazing shining star in that community. So do you want to say anything on behalf of your community tonight?
Oh, wasn't ready for that. Well, obviously Melody is
She's an important part of the dZouk community in Montreal. She and Jules, who is not here also, did tremendous work. Everybody who knows dZouk, even a little bit in Montreal, went through Jules and Melody. Last year was a very special year because Jules was away for quite a while, for 6 months in Asia. And myself and Melody had to, for the first time, we organized our first event, like a dZouk festival this summer. And it was a tremendous experience working with her. And it's a really well-deserved award for Melody. So we love you, Melody. We love you in Toronto, Darius and Laura, for all the work. And this is just a great dZouk family in Canada. So thank you very much.
So the last but not least award will come back to our own hometown of Toronto. Toronto has been growing, has had a fantastic dZouk experience the past 6-7 years. I should say 6.5 years. And there has been always a home to go to dance in various places. And there has been a lot of instructors coming and going, and there's not that little light that is always on for dZouk in the home. And this award is going to be presented to recognize that.
So those of you who know that Toronto has a dZouk community are probably aware that there's a few people who have worked really, really hard over the last few years to make it happen. And there's only one full-time studio in the city, and they're the only permanent structure that dZouk has to call a home. And so we would really like to recognize Mazuka for their...
But I found that they were broken, and so I went and put it in a shoe store. I literally gave them to the person and walked out with my socks. And I didn't have shoes for this event, so I bought this at Valley Village. Okay, so anyway, back to business. So being a dance teacher is not a very rich career. I just want to say thank you so much for recognizing. This only happens to me too. We try to live a very humble sort of existence, and I don't think it's, a lot of people know how much we can achieve.
We know what you're doing. We know. All
right.
Everybody knows.
Many sleepless nights that we put into developing our program. And so, thank you.
All right. So, us three are very grateful that have this opportunity to bring you all here and have you at our second bonding event, bonding with each other and bonding with us. We would like to celebrate this with a champagne.
Actually, before that, I need to say something.
Interrupted.
So, there's no... There you go. It's my turn to talk. We actually have one final award to hand out tonight, final recognition of an achievement that cannot be ignored. And this amazing individual has been a pillar in our community for a long time. And this person, sorry, Darius, by the way, we haven't told you who that was, so just relax, we'll take it over from here. You'll know who it is later. By the way, this
Can I be in a
person.
picture?
Maybe. A little quick thing about this individual is this person is very special because they help propel the momentum of growing Zouk in our community, obviously. And another thing about this person is they love spending money. Yeah, they love spending lots of money. You know, you and I spend money, right? You know, some people like buying new clothes, some people like buying lipstick, makeup, you know, I like buying flashy cars, you know, maybe. But this individual, no, they don't do any of that. They spend all the money on congresses. They go to Congress all over Europe, in Brazil, in all cities in North America, and then they come back and they inspire a whole legion of new Zoukers in Toronto, locally, to come out dancing Zouk and to go abroad dancing Zouk. How amazing is that? Now this person is in fact, if I'm not mistaken, the whole reason why we're all here tonight. And this person spent so much time and effort thinking about congresses that one day eventually just woke up and said to themselves, wait a minute, hey, wait a minute. Why don't we create our own congresses at home back here in Toronto, Canada, and make it such a high quality, big production, complete with circus productions. And how great is that? And apart from that, they also created 2 more congresses that fuse West Coast swing music, dancing with Zouk, and employed the highest top-rated instructors in West Coast swing to come here and teach dancing. Now, this person never talks anything about money. He never talks about income. He never talks about anything that he's going to make money on being a job. It's always about giving, 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 giving. He's as generous as a person can be to propel Zouk in this community. And this person is so amazing that we have no words to say about this. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in recognition of this amazing individual in the person of Darius Z.
Many words about this, and I think everyone knows what this is, except for Darius. And we're going to invite you to this group, but it is a group that's called Recognition Award for Darius. And I'll just scroll through. There are probably close to 100 posts from the community around the world recognizing your contributions.
Oh my God.
And so you're probably going to need to set aside a couple hours tomorrow. I'm still scrolling. And we were planning to put it on the TV, but, well.
But you have to use your laptop instead of Kaylin's, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm still scrolling. Still going.
I am speechless. I was not supposed to be awarded my own event.
But you said that Laura and I were
In charge.
Still scrolling. Stop scrolling now.
Thank you guys. I don't know who was behind this, but it's a very humbling moment for me. I truly do everything that I do from my heart, and people who work with me and people who come to our events and whatever we do know it's all about the heart. And it has always been there and it's always be there. My mission when I started was to inspire someone to learn Zouk, whether they're sighted or they have vision loss, it doesn't matter. The Zouk is a beautiful dance and it needs to be recognized more in the world. So with all your help, we will do that. And that's my next mission, to echo this far greater than what I can do. So stay with us in this journey. Thank you for all your words. Thank you, everyone. We have our champagne ceremony. So we're here.
You'll notice that there's glasses and pyramids here, so that's the champagne.
So this is the deal. In fact, I'll bring our people who have made an impact to our family to open the champagne, and then as soon as it's open, we got to run there, pour it in our champagne cup. Wow. You don't have to do the rest, or do you want us to show you the basic steps of champagne drinking? Okay. So do we have them all here? So I'll have Kaylin and Laura opening one. You can put your phone down. I don't need to scroll down anymore. And I would like Davey and Natalia, who have been part of my family for a long time, to come and share one bottle and after one bottle for us.
One bottle each?
And I want Aliona to come and take off her jacket and join us, beautiful as she is, with another one. Okay. Sherry. Who's the other one? Arthur. Okay, so you can give your thingies to Tina. She's coming to. Yes. Okay, right there at the left. And then Caitlin, come with Aliona. Okay. Guys, this is going to go to the front. Open. The basic steps. You just hold. Well, you have to open that. Okay, hold. Open and then go together. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Slowly. Open.
Don't pop it out.
Okay. Laura needs a basic 101. She hasn't even opened up. I know. Okay. We can open. Ready? Okay. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Go. Arthur said, okay. Let's go.
Grab a glass.
Grab a glass, come on. Laura.
Yes.
Oh, my eyes!
Should we pour? Yeah. I don't describe it as
Pass it around.
pass it around, guys. Pass it around.
Why does everybody just grab a glass and we just pour for you?
There's much more.
Yeah.
Pass the glasses.
Pass a glass.
Can I get more water?
What? No.
I'm passing and then we can pass the other side.
People do. Sounds good.
Was perfectly dressed for the job.
Music back on. Then listen to the speech. Like a really good one. Oh, good? Darius, can you listen to music back on? And then like,
Is there anyone who doesn't have one? Is there anyone who doesn't have one?
Are we going to give George and his friend one too?
George only. The other one is 16. Sorry.
What's his name?
Everybody just hold up the 2 glasses. Yeah. Problem solved.
ready?
Yeah.
Circle, please. Circle. Make room. Monica, you're joining us. Boys, come on, join us. Yeah. All right. All right. So, bring George with you. George, come on. Good. So, guys, I would like to toast this to all the people who have made an impact, to our beautiful